Welcome back to another episode of Spicy Tales Podcast with Kim and Stacy.
Hello. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about the last episode. This is literally just for you. But like, look at the camera because I get screenshots for our thumbnails. If you've been getting pissed off at what you look like in the thumbnails, because I get the screenshot from like the first
every
couple minutes.
every thumbnail of me looks like crap.
And it is what it is. Like, I can't make you look good if you don't want to look good. It is what it is. You know, I make sure I look good.
Well, that's nice. Must be fucking nice. Like, Jesus Christ. All right. I guess I'll just go F myself.
Okay, you look good. Okay.
I look like crap today.
No, you look cute.
I'm currently packing and getting my stuff together to go to Cuba.
By the time this episode is out, she will be back from Cuba. But
I'm currently in the midst of doing that, so everything is in disarray.
Do you expect to be, so in 24 hours, you'll be on the beach drinking blackout? Like, what are we doing? What are we planning?
Okay, what time is it right now? 4:22?
Yeah.
By this time tomorrow, I should have at least puked twice.
Oh, no. And then you're going to be traumatized of drinking.
No.
And then you're going to take it,
First
back
of all,
a notch.
I've puked enough times in my life that I should have already been traumatized of alcohol.
That is true. But
I'm a strong believer of listen, when you're on vacation, you have to rally. There's none of this, I puked, I don't feel good. It's, yes, I puked, you rinse your mouth out and you take a shot.
Disgusting.
Figure it out.
Disgusting.
One way or another, it's going down.
There
will be none of this.
Once in Mexico, like the past few trips that I've had, I threw up in Mexico, but it was because I had a migraine. It wasn't because I was blackout. I would recommend you said you're not going to have sweet drinks, so that's already good.
No, I don't drink sweet drinks.
You'll be taking shots and like maybe like mojitos and stuff like that. So that'll be good for you.
You want to hear something hilariously disgusting?
Sure.
Oh. I was telling, and I'm not gonna name the person because I don't want to. It's kind of gross. So one of my friends, I was telling her, I was like, oh, like I'm excited, I'm going to Cuba, whatever. And then I was telling her about how one of my white friends was like, oh, you should get like the shots, blah blah blah, so you don't get tourista.
Stop.
And I was like, girl, if I get tourista, I get to come back a few pounds lighter. It's fine. You get a little diarrhea, whatever, you know? And you know what my friend said to me? She's like, yeah, you could come back. She's like, make sure you drink the ice, and then when you come back, you could spit in my mouth.
Ew! I'm not a fan of spitting in receiving or spitting in.
No, I agree.
I don't like that.
I just thought it was hilarious.
I'm sorry, but like that's kind of some white people shit. I always hear white people saying that shit.
It was not a white friend, so there you go.
That's some white people shit. I'm sorry.
You can't kink shame.
Well,
Will can't attest to that. He don't know that life. He ain't about it. First of all, we're not gonna kink shame Stacy.
It's not. I don't like it. I'm not shaming, but I don't like it. I don't even like during blowjobs any snot, any like drool that's going down my arm. I literally tell me why. Okay, well, listen to this. I bought.
Oh my god!
I got my boyfriend to buy me wristbands, like fuzzy wristbands, so that it stops the dripping. Cause I can't see. You know when you're brushing your teeth and that shit's dripping down. I can't.
How are you brushing your teeth?
Yo, like my mouth's open, like shit is everywhere. Okay, yeah. So. Oh wow, I have water on me. I'm like, what the hell? What is this? Hopefully it dries during the episode. But yeah, I can't stand drool. I drool so much during like that shit is disgusting. Sometimes it's like white on my pillow.
I know the quality of my sleep by the amount I've drooled, okay? Like when I wake up and my face is wet, I'm like, this is a good, you know, and I wake up like this.
Lately, I've been taking melatonin to go to sleep. I have a very, very rough time falling asleep, and it sucks so bad because my boyfriend will fall asleep in a drop of a dime. It's so annoying.
So I don't like to not be able to sleep. Like if there's one thing in the world that if you fuck with my sleep, like it's a problem, right?
Same.
And like when I went to Colombia, I brought melatonin with me because I knew I'd be like drinking and partying and when I like going out and stuff, and I didn't want it to stop me from sleeping. And thank God, and I intend to bring them with me when I go to Cuba because I need to sleep. But that's the only way to come back from a hangover. I need to sleep.
But if I drink a lot, I will pass it's not, alcohol is a depressant. It will make you go to sleep at some point.
That's when you're just
I'm dying.
Yeah. Like, that's not what I'm talking about. And I know that you know that. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. Okay.
Okay, so Ariana Grande,
Oh God.
she pisses me off. Like her personal life kind of pisses me off because of the whole like homewrecker, blah blah blah, like being with the guy, her co-star, who was with his high school sweetheart, just had a baby, fresh baby, and he's like making out with Ariana
Literally
Grande,
still
being
after birth on the baby's head.
and he's with Ariana Grande, and I get it. Like when Ariana Grande is like, "I choose you, Pikachu," and then he's just like, "Okay, sure, like let me just leave my life behind."
Pretty much.
So, but I'm a huge fan of her music. She's such a great vocalist. She's like one of the queens of pop. She's one of those mega superstars. When she comes out with something, like it shakes the room. And she just came out with a song called Yes and it's an okay song. I was kind of disappointed, but it's an okay song. She's always going to sound good in music. But the context of her song is like yeah, and like say that shit with your chest, like why do you care whose dick I ride on? That's literally one of the lines.
I saw that.
And I was like, yo, so she's, doubling down. She's like, I don't give a fuck what you think. And
she's standing 10 toes on that shit.
10 toes.
10 toes. I respect it. I'm sorry.
I mean, whatever. She feels like that's what I'm gonna do. So mind your business. Like, why are you so involved in my life? Which, I mean, you're a celebrity. Everyone's gonna be involved in your life, especially if it's this scandalous.
Yeah.
But I was kind of just disappointed. The concept of the music video, which I do like, is like at the beginning, everyone's talking shit like, oh my God, I heard, like kind of like a Mean Girls, that clip when they're like all talking about Regina George, but they're actually loving on her, but they're like talking shit like, oh my God, like, did you hear this about her? Did you hear this about her?
Georgina started wearing, what's it called? Camel pants and flip-flops. So I started wearing camel pants and flip-flops.
And then so these critics come in, and then she does this performance, and like at first they're not feeling it. Then by the end they're like dancing, whatever. And then they leave, and then the next crowd comes in, and then she like converts everyone back, basically being like, yeah, you guys talk shit, but you guys love my music, which that's me. I'll talk shit, but I love your music. Like, what the fuck? I do not agree with what the hell you did. But like, I guess technically when you're a homewrecker at some point, like we can't stone you to death, like at some point you're gonna rise from the ashes and be like, well, I'm here. Like, you want me to die?
Back on my bullshit.
And so whatever. She's
Let me
out.
clean myself off and steal another man.
So it's like, whatever, put it in your music. They did talk about her weight too. That's something that they always talk about, like just the public society talks about, because she's so small and whatever. So that's the yes, and I cannot wait for more music for her to come out, because I'm a super duper Ariana Grande fan when it comes to her music. Her personal life, I don't approve. She's a little snake, actually, but she's the same girl that went into a freaking bakery and like licked a donut. Like, you're weird,
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
that.
like she's kind of just a snake, but it is what it is. You have great music, so I can never talk shit about your music. It's so good.
I mean, at least you respect the art.
I do. That's definitely separating the art from the artist.
No, now you sound like those people who defend R. Kelly.
No, because I'm. Listen, I listened to Hotel with R. Kelly and Cassidy. That's like one of my favorite songs. Love that song. And plus,
I hate that it's one of my favorite songs.
It's so good. And one of the best parts is his part. So
listen,
he's a great
Ignition
artist.
remix.
Exactly.
No other artist has ever remixed their own song without another person on the track.
And it's better than the original. And I don't even know the original Ignition. I only know the remix to Ignition.
Exactly. Not that we're trying to give him any time. Like, fuck that. Like, what he did was
But sometimes
terrible.
I play his music.
But his music, like, I can't. If I go to a wedding and Step in the Name of Love comes on, I have to dance.
You gotta do the two-step.
Like, I'm sorry, like, it's happening. I can't have a wedding without that song. I'm sorry.
Also, another thing, so I was watching Ruby Rose. No, I was watching Ruby Rose. She went on Impaulsive, Logan Paul's podcast.
Okay, I don't like Logan Paul.
I learned a new word. The word is Occam's razor, which is in philosophy, it's the theory that the simplest explanation is usually the best one.
That's facts.
So, learning stuff from freaking Logan Paul. And so Ruby Rose was on there, and she was saying how she said she tweeted something about like how all men should die or some shit like that.
Oh, all cheaters.
All cheaters should die. And then she said,
Harsh.
and then I realized I was trying to think, when's the last time I cheated? I really wanted to think like, when's the last time I cheated? And I haven't cheated since I was 25 years old.
Good for you.
And that's when your brain develops. So
Yeah.
I'm like right on the mark. Like I actually grew up and I'm like so proud of myself.
I love that for you. I really love that. for you.
25 years old, because I remember I turned 26 right after me and my boyfriend broke up. My ex-boyfriend. So like shouts out to me, you know.
The frontal lobe got fully developed. Now you're starting to make
I'm
better
reformed, I've been
decisions.
delivered, and I do not cheat no more.
It's you know what's sad? It's when the frontal lobe is already developed and you're
still on your fuck
making
shit.
crazy decisions, and then it's like, oh, okay, so you don't give a fuck.
It's better to be just chilling at home, minding your business. You don't want drama in your life. You really don't.
Every time I'm around people that are like going through a lot of shit, like, and I just hear their story, I'm like, wow, like I really thought I had problems, but like I really don't.
I don't.
Like my life is really boring.
My life is pretty boring, I'm not gonna lie. And when you cheat, you're kind of you have to put your phone down, you know, a specific way, because you're texting. You never know when the text is gonna pop up, or like you get a certain phone call. So it's just
Why is
nice.
Pizza Hut calling you at 3 a.m?
It's just nice not having to do these things. Like your life will
I
be
feel like
so
some
much
people
better.
can't live like they can't.
It's not
be
as
okay
exciting,
with
sure.
themselves. Like some people, like just the same way, like some people sabotage relationships. Like some people, they just need the excitement. They feel like they can't survive without it.
Yeah.
Like, they like to disrupt their own life. Like they sabotage their own shit.
You know how so 2 podcast episodes ago we talked about how a lot of relationships kind of have a shelf life of 15 years. I also thought about that too, and I'm like, I'm at year 3. Like I wonder what's going to happen. You know?
I don't think you know what. One of my really good, like a really old good friend of mine that I've known her for a really long time. I love her very much. Shout out Casey. Her parents just celebrated 50 years of marriage.
Yeah, but like different generation, you know.
I know, but still, like
I know,
would
respect.
love that.
I love that for
beautiful.
them. That's what we strive for, but obviously
Is it what we strive for? Because I feel like nowadays people like go into relationships with the expectation that like, oh, like it's not gonna work out, so it's fine. Like they always have a way out. Like no one goes into a relationship nowadays being like, I'm gonna do everything. I'm gonna give this relationship 100% of me because I want it to work through thick and thin. Like I feel like it's too easy to bow out of relationships.
It is. It's much easier. It's hard work. Even if you're not married, but you're in a relationship for a long period of time, it's a lot of hard work. You get challenged. You know, things happen in your personal life. You might lose someone or go through depression, anxiety, job loss, whatever the heck. And it is a lot of hard work because it's like 2 people working together, and like sometimes you feel like you're not understood. Sometimes you feel like you're settling. Sometimes you feel like you're sacrificing, compromising too much. So I now definitely understand what people say when they say, oh, it's a lot of hard work. Like if you want to be with someone for a long period of time, you're going to see different versions of them. You grow up, you might grow apart, then you have to grow back together. Involving kids is probably a whole nother situation.
Yeah.
People were raised differently, so like your traumas, the way you cope, it's a lot going on, but there's a lot of pros in being in a long-term relationship, obviously.
I agree, but I just feel what I'm saying is I feel like before, like back in the day, people used to like they went into their relationships being like, regardless of what happens, we're gonna work through it. Like the outcome is that like the goal is that we're always going to be together.
Yeah, we're ride or
and
die.
gonna
We're
find a
partners
way
for life.
Yeah, but nowadays I feel like people are just like, well, if it doesn't work out, we'll just get divorced. Like that's like people have such an easy out.
Yeah.
that it's like they don't really care to make the effort. Like, and at the the most minor inconvenience, people are ready to like end it
But
all.
some people are also just not compatible, and they
Facts.
noticed for a long time, but they just wanted the companionship and not be lonely. Even though some people are lonely in their relationship,
Oh my
or
God.
they go through a roommate phase, like you have to actively work on the romance, the love languages, being understanding. Also, when you're in an argument, knowing that they have good intentions, like they're not your enemy, because I find when you're in an argument, something can trigger you and all of a sudden it's you versus them.
Yeah.
So,
Or even
yeah.
like the whole like you know, and people, they always say like never argue to be right. Like people who argue, like they don't care about what the outcome is. They just want to be right.
Mhm.
And it's like, but that's not how arguing is supposed to work.
Yeah, and also when something, this is so hard for me to do, but when I get in an argument with my boyfriend and he'll mention something, and then I automatically think of, well, what about this time? And not
Yeah.
really acknowledging what he, like, this is not your turn, Stacey, to talk about what you're annoyed about him doing. Even if you really think he's being a hypocrite right in front of your face, but you have to really acknowledge and understand and be kind and not cold, and then you can address your issues with him later on, okay? And they could be such small issues. Like, I can't stand when he is very congested. He's a very congested person, and he likes to blow his nose a lot, and then he'll just take the piece of tissue and just like put it on the table, like put it on his desk, put it on the nightstand, and then a week later I'm just like holding it in, seeing if they're gonna disappear. They don't disappear, and then I just like explode because it's like, I'm not your mom. Who do you think this is?
I'm fucking dying.
He has tried. You have moments where you try and then you like take 2 steps forward and 1 step back. So sometimes he'll pick them up and then sometimes he won't. Or like his socks, shit like that. That shit pisses me off so much.
I feel
Drives
that.
me crazy.
I feel that.
Because then I feel like I'm a mom.
Yeah.
But I know I also can be a slob too. And it's like,
Yeah, but when I'm a slob, it's fine.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's really just too grown. Like sometimes I feel like I'm a teenager, but I'm living on my own with my boyfriend. So I'm just doing whatever the hell I want, and then all of a sudden it's like a week later, 2 weeks later, I'm like, the house is a fucking mess. Like, who's cleaning this? Like, who's gonna
Oh my God,
clean
it's like when I
this?
first moved out and I remember we ran out of the toilet paper and I'm like, why isn't there any toilet paper? And then Alicia's like, well, no one bought any. I'm like,
Thank
wait,
God my
someone
boyfriend
has
is
to-
so good with
someone
that.
has to bring that shit in. Like when we were kids, that
Yo.
shit was just there. Like you
Your
just have,
parents really
like,
just
you
take
just
care
run
of
out.
you.
I don't even remember the last time I could say that like there was no toothpaste because like that
Mhm.
shit's just there. But then when you move out, you're like, oh shit, I have to replace that
Yep,
shit.
all
Like
the toiletries.
that stuff doesn't just happen. Like I have to actually, yeah, it was rough.
My boyfriend's so good at whenever there's a deal for anything that you use on a daily, he will buy it in bulk. So
Yeah,
he's
Mom does
in
too.
charge of the toothpaste, body wash, toilet paper, all that stuff. Thank God. Because if it was up to me, like I'm buying shit at whatever price it's at,
Yeah,
which is
like me
so
today when I
bad.
bought lotion because I was like, I'm going on a trip. I need lotion. So
Whereas sometimes I see him buying a bunch of shit, I'm like, why are you buying so
don't
much?
even
But then I
need
realize, like, he just bought a bunch of Dawn soap.
Ooh,
But
I
that
love
shit's
Dawn
gonna
soap.
come in handy.
Was it on sale?
It was on sale at Costco,
When's the sale end?
the 21st.
I'm gonna just
Yeah.
because I need some soap. Actually, speaking of Dawn.
Yeah, and they got that good shit. They had the Paul,
Paul Meve, Paul
that one's
Paul-
trash.
Palmive. I forget what it's
The
called.
top tier one is Dawn. Everyone knows that. You know the little commercials when they have the little duck with the grease on it, the oil on it.
Yes.
Give it a little Dawn bath.
I'm literally texting right now to say to go get the Dawn soap.
Yeah, till
Dawn
the
soap is on
21st.
sale.
If
at
you have the
Costco.
executive membership, so
Thank
like
you.
if I could hook it up too. The person at Costco actually hooked it up for us because me and my boyfriend don't have the same address, but he gave me and him our own separate cards, and he told me, he's like, yeah, so if you lose this one, you're going to have to change your address if you want another one. And I'm like, thank you so much.
Just send a piece of mail there.
it's just something that I have to do. And like this is another thing of being adult. You have to like change your address and make doctor's appointments
I'm
and
such a procrastinator.
thankfully for dentist appointments, they're just
they do them for
reoccurring.
me.
But like especially doctor's
Shout out
appointments.
to Julie because Julie be making my appointments.
Exactly. Julie's my mom.
Julie's literally our mom.
Our mouth mom.
Our dentist mom. That's Julie because that lady she books the appointments. She calls to make sure we're coming. She reminds me of appointments. She asks me if there's ever a change. She lets me know. Like
she's really good at her job. She's awesome.
She's like, oh, we do the cleanings every 3 months. This is your next appointment.
Next year we should get her a Christmas gift.
We should,
because she's so good at her job, and like obviously they're doing it because that's how they make their money. Like,
but still,
it's not,
we love her. She's so.
They don't do it because they love us. They do it because they have to.
The only other appointment that I actually make reoccurring and I actually make it on time is the refill for my inhaler.
I was going to say the refill for your eyelashes.
Yeah, but I don't have to call for that. That's just a click of the button, so that's really easy. But I mean, like,
I haven't done my PAP. Like, the first and last time I did it was 2020, and it's supposed to be every 2 years. I
have to do that this year.
I don't think I've ever done a breast exam in my life. Yeah, I've never done a breast exam.
Me neither. But I have to, my inhalers, because I only get like 5 refills at a time. Mm-hmm. So when the 5th one, like when I'm out on 1, I'm like, oh shit, I should probably make it.
Yeah, that one's.
But I need it. Like I need it to survive. So
yeah.
I make.
But yeah, being an adult is really annoying.
Ugh, my God, I miss the day. But you know what? I feel like we never got that chance. Mom never likes to call. I've been calling for things.
Yeah, and thankfully we weren't. Well, you and our brother had more health issues than I do.
I never had health issues when I was in high school or in elementary school. It only started after.
Okay, so there's that, and then my brother, it was more when he was a baby.
Yeah.
But for me, like for example, I said one of my problem areas is under my eyes. It's very dry, and my boyfriend's always like, "Oh, why don't you go to a dermatologist?" And I'm like, dermatologist? Why would I go to them? Because they're fucking skin doctors. Like, what do you mean? So, and then I just procrastinate so much. I need to buy an agenda. I need to buy a calendar because
the doctor literally gave me a prescription to go and get an X-ray on my left arm because I have like an issue with my wrist. Okay.
Me too. We have weak wrists.
Blame mom.
Yeah.
How about I tell you it's been a year?
Yeah, exactly. It's so annoying. And then I get kind of paranoid sometimes because you always hear of people that, oh, they randomly went in and they found something or whatever. And if they had just gone in earlier, I talked about my high school friend who went to do an eye exam and then she found out that she had a freaking tumor in her brain. Like, you know, you gotta pay attention to these things, especially since.
But I'm scared.
But and fear will stop you from doing so many things, from going to the gym, from applying to a job, so many things. Oh, that's another thing.
Fear will never stop me from applying to another job, okay?
That's another thing.
If there's one thing about me, I am a very career-oriented person.
That's good. I'm glad that you are.
I like money, bro.
But also,
that's what it is. If we're gonna be honest, I just like money. I like to make money. If I can make more, I want to make more.
People get complacent in their positions.
Not me.
I watched a video yesterday on Instagram. Also, if you've been messaging me on Instagram, I have not been reading anything on my Instagram. I've been sending people shit and I have not been opening any chat. I'm sorry.
How about I tell you, her godmother called me on my birthday to wish me a happy birthday and then proceeded to tell me that she's like, you know, I love Stacy, but she never messages me and I've been messaging. I'm like, oh yeah, she's taking a break off.
Yeah, I'm taking a break. I'm sorry. But I saw a video and it was saying how
taking a break off is freaking The Real Housewives, but anyways.
I can never. The post was how people should switch jobs or positions every 2 years, and there's a study that shows that people that stay at the same position for more than 2 years throughout their lifetime make less money than the people that don't.
Well, yeah.
So I was just trying to think, okay, the position that I'm in right now, I've been with them for less than 2 years, so that's cool. But I do know I need to switch it up, especially a lot of jobs. It's like if you don't threaten, if you don't have leverage of going to another job, getting an acceptance letter or some shit, they are not giving you nothing.
I used to work property management back before I came into what I do now. I used to work property management. I worked for a company for 5 years, okay? I started at that company. I started at the beginning. I made like $13.50 an hour. and then a bunch of new people came. They gave us a raise up to $16, whatever. But like to get a raise at that place, it was literally like pulling teeth. Okay.
Yep.
So then at this point, I've been working there for about 4.5 years, and I applied for the exact same job with another company. Like this company is more like with the city, kind of like it's the same job except for housing.
Mm-hmm.
So I applied the same job, same work, same everything. They literally paid $13 an hour more than the job I was doing.
Yeah.
So I applied, got the job, left, at first I did both jobs, then I left that other job, worked at housing, and I remember I went to visit them at my old job to like say hi because I hadn't been there in a while, and like at this point I worked at like the where I work, like the entity that I work for now, like that's where I was working, and I was also working at housing on the side, and I remember going to visit, and my old manager was like, oh, if I could pay you more, would you come back? And I was like, well, can you match the salary that I make now? And he's like, no. I'm like, well, then why the fuck would I come back?
Seriously.
Like, I'm not going to take a pay cut to do more work.
No.
Like, that's crazy. And the fact is, it was a way worse job because that job, like, first of all, the hours were all over the place. It was super like me. I got lucky because I got in at the beginning, so I had seniority over my hours, so I didn't have to worry about that shit. But like everybody else, and then it got to the point when I left, it got to the point that they didn't do holidays anymore. You would get your vacation time, and you had to book your days off. So you were still like, let's say Christmas, you would be working on Christmas unless you booked it as a vacation day.
Yeah, no, I can't.
Hell no.
Those types of jobs. That's why the whole like shopping around for your insurance every year, you should shop around for your job as well. The hell? There's no reason why people are so loyal to their companies. I remember seeing a post on Instagram. It was this man who had worked in his company for like 25 years, never missed a day, and they gave him a gift, and it was like fucking Tic Tacs or some shit like that. It was like a goodie bag of crackers and shit. And I'm like they don't care about you.
Oh my
like
God,
that.
I literally saw something about a lady who gave her kidney to her boss because he needed a kidney, was gonna die, and then they fired her for taking too long to recover.
That's hilarious.
I was like, I want my kidney back. Take that shit over. Put it on the table. I want my kidney back. I don't give a fuck.
That's messed up. That kind of reminds me of the whole Selena Gomez and her friend who gave her a kidney.
Yeah.
And then they kind of fell out. I think they're friends again. But if I give you a kidney, we're friends for life. What do you
You're
mean?
not going anywhere.
You owe me your life.
Literally. That life of yours, that shit's mine. Matter of fact, you're my rib now. You're basically my Eve. You ain't going nowhere.
You're not going nowhere.
You're not going anywhere.
I couldn't give a part of my body to anyone that's not my family, but I get that some people's friends. Yeah, I know. I said anyone that's not my family.
I'd give Tiff.
But I get that some people's friends are their family, so I'd
give Tiff a kidney.
You only need one.
I'd give Tiff a kidney. She's like my sister.
She's been there since pretty much day one. So
like that's like our sister. I'd totally give her a kidney. This one's like, man, I'm not gonna say that.
Well, surgery doesn't scare me, so maybe
surgery scares me, but
surgery doesn't scare me. When I got my ankle surgery, I was not scared. When I got my eye surgery, I got stressed like right before, but afterwards I'm like, it ain't that bad.
Being put to sleep is what scares me.
Really? That's
like it's the like being put to sleep. When I got my wisdom teeth taken out and they put me to sleep, I was really nervous just because it's like I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm asleep.
True. Some people, I saw a video where the doctor was like slapping the patient and stuff while they were asleep.
Well, after the way I looked after my fucking surgery, I felt like they did.
Or remember that show on TLC where it was like they would forget inside. Like they forgot like a
pair of medical scissors,
like a towel.
A towel, gauze. Like, bro, nah, man. Like, before you leave the body, do a last round check.
Yeah, you would when you're leaving a hotel. Do one of those because what the.
Make a list of everything you used inside.
You know, I feel like every time I leave a hotel, I actually do forget something, which is really annoying. My sweeps are not good.
I always do a sweep. I'm not leaving nothing behind. I know I'm not gonna get it back. Except
you're
when I
not
left
getting it.
behind my freaking Caravana outfit. I got it back.
What Caravana outfit?
Remember when we went to Caravana?
Toronto last
Yes,
year?
yes.
Mhm.
I was wearing like shorts and like a top.
yeah.
I left all that shit behind because
And
we
then-
got dressed at Taina's hotel.
Oh,
to
but
go
she
out.
was there.
Yeah, she brought it. She took it. I just got it back.
Okay.
Though, that's what I mean.
Wow, shit. I still need to give her Miami shirt.
Taina, your Miami shirt's coming apparently.
Yeah, one day
bet
you'll
you.
get it. I always forget. It's so annoying. It's really nice too. I might start wearing it.
I would
if
like
I
to
don't
go
give it
see
to
her soon.
Yeah, I haven't been to Toronto in a while. I'm trying to think of what like the plans are for the next coming month. Like February, there's nothing because we don't get
Your
family
birthday.
day. Yes, my birthday, but like I'm not gonna do anything crazy. Oh, we went to Fun Haven for your birthday.
Yeah,
That was
I had
fun.
such a good time.
Yeah,
I had a blast at Fun Haven. I
we
want to
did
do it
laser
again.
tag. I
We
came
did bumper
in
cars.
place.
I came in fifth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, we were like in the middle of the laser tag room and like I was like ducking underneath stuff, like hiding.
Bro, the workout is crazy.
Oh my
I
God.
couldn't- That's why I wasn't getting as much because
No.
when you have to go around finding people.
So I like, first of all, I kept hiding in really good spots and like getting people because I'd hide like, there's like people like going up the stairs and I'd be hiding in the corner. So as they're running, I'd just like,
and then you feel.
and then all of a sudden I see that thing like, doo-doo-doo.
Yeah.
And I'm like, some random guy comes up to me and he's like, you want to team up? I'm like, pew, hell no, I don't know you, and run away. I'm like, he's like, let's
But
be
one
on
of the
team.
random
Like, I don't
guys
fucking know you.
came first place.
Yeah, one of the random guys came first. So I was happy I came in fifth. It wasn't.
Yeah, I came in
It wasn't
eighth. I was
terrible. We were
pissed.
what, like 20 in there,
Yeah.
and it came in fifth. It's not bad, you know.
Did bumper cars. That
bumper
shit was
cars was fucking
hilarious. Oh my
freaking
God.
thing
It
just
would
kept
just start spinning
spinning,
out of
like-
nowhere.
Yeah. It was a
And
good time.
then what else did we do? I played some race car games. I
did the
came in
Dance-
first place.
Dance
folks.
Revolution.
Dance.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, this new way of like these arcade things is kind of trash because I miss the old days when you go to Midway and you get the physical tickets that came out, and I feel like they
And
would
then they
give
put
you
it through the
more.
counter.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
like you're walking around with your tickets,
Yeah.
and I feel like they would actually give you more, and I would actually have shit to buy because.
True.
Tell me
But it's
why
because-
I had literally.
But
Well,
did you
I
and
didn't.
your
I didn't
boyfriend-
buy that much.
But did you and
We
your
split
boyfriend?
$55.
Okay,
That's
so
not that much.
So me and like we also split $55, and we did a lot of big ticket games.
Didn't you
And
do again?
No, we only did the one $55. We did $55 only once, but it's
Because
because
I feel like you guys did a lot.
no, it's because like, you know why it didn't seem like you got a lot of tokens? It's because the high ticket games, like the high token games, like the
Basketball?
bumper cars and
Laser tag.
laser tag, you scanned it twice, so you had less tokens.
Scanned it twice.
Well, did you?
No, we had separate cards.
Oh, you had separate cards.
Yeah.
Oh no, see, we used one card,
Ah.
but like,
But
it
it
was
should still be the exact
yeah,
same
but
amount.
those
That's
things
weird.
don't give tickets, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you don't
okay.
get tickets
yeah,
for
yeah,
playing
that's right,
those,
That's right. Which
so-
I think is kind of bullshit. I'm sorry. The laser tag should have been included.
Oh my god,
I thought it was
should've
gonna
got
be
tickets.
included. I thought the bumper cars were
cars?
gonna be included. Only the machines were going to cost tickets, but no.
No,
And we snuck in some alcohol.
we snuck in lots of alcohol. My sister got us as a gift. She got us this thing. It's like a
Not me.
my other sister got us a gift, and it was like a little shotting.
I've
tin.
never seen something like that.
So basically, it's like a double barrel flask, but one of the second barrel has like a portion to make a shot.
Yeah, those
So
are
you
cool.
squeeze it, and it portions out a full shot for you. So we're like
And you
getting,
pour it out,
telling
yeah.
everyone to buy a drink, and we're just making drinks for
It
everyone.
looked like a container where you would like put
vinegar.
your bubble thing in and
It looked
blow
like a
out.
vinegar container.
Yeah, so we were getting
Litty.
fucked up.
We were getting litty at Fun
And I
Haven.
feel like there were no children.
No, because
Actually,
we went
did go
after
late.
8.
We did
It
go
was
late.
after. It
You're
was
right.
at 8:30 and later. Usually, it's like for adults, it stays
Yeah.
open till midnight, and they start.
And there was some
and they
random
serve
guy
alcohol.
wearing like army wear. What was up with that?
I don't
Was he the
know.
security guard? Because he was walking around.
Nah, I don't know. I think he was just off duty, but like, sir, please.
Yeah, that was weird.
It was weird. He was sketching me out because I was trying to make drinks, and he was standing there, and I was like,
I literally only had enough tickets, excuse me, to get like what is this? I don't even know what it's called. What is this called?
these little.
They're actually
candies?
really good though. Oh, they're Tootsie like rolls.
but grape.
But they were flavored.
I don't even
fruit
know.
punch
I
was
don't
really
think I
good.
got anything, to be honest. I didn't really care. I didn't
No,
go.
I was trying to get something, but I couldn't get shit. He
No.
literally just gave me a handful of those. I'm like, "Ugh, this is ghetto. I haven't been to Funny Haven in a really long time.
That was
But I
like-
really liked laser tag.
that
Like,
was
I
the
was
first time I
sweating.
had been with like adults.
It was fun times. Paige had never been.
No, she'd never.
She'd
been.
never been to an arcade ever. She said, I think.
Yeah, which is
Which
crazy,
is nuts.
but
So that's nice.
yeah, I had a really good time. I would definitely do it again.
Yeah. We could still be kids at 30.
Yeah,
in our 30s.
honestly, the bumper cars were my favorite.
The bumper cars were hilarious.
They had a mind of their own. Like at one point, I wasn't even touching anything, and it was like
Just
spinning. I was like, "What's
yeah.
happening?"
I loved it.
I had a good time. It was fun.
My boyfriend missed that one.
Yeah, he
was
didn't
playing
come
air
on.
hockey, beating everyone.
That's right. He did.
Yeah.
He was.
I tried to
playing
beat
air.
him. I didn't win. I played basketball against him. I didn't win.
I
But
mean,
that's
you
'cause he
sunk
fell.
a nice couple.
Well, I beat him at Mario Kart, which is all that matters.
I'm freaking dying.
Came
Oh yeah,
in-
you came in first.
I came in first. I was first literally 99% of the time. And then during the last lap, near the end, he hit me with a green shell. So then I got fucked up, spun around. And then I started going again. Thankfully, I had one more item, which was also a green shell, hit his ass. Then he went to second place. And then I crossed the finish line. So
Yeah, that was a good.
that's
good.
what I thought.
I played the motorcycle one, and I came in first.
I played the motorcycle one too, and I came in first too.
Yeah, racing games are definitely where it's at. That's
Yeah,
where we
racing
shine.
games. I saw a study and it said that Mario Kart is the most stressful game.
100%. 100%. Because no, you want to know why? I know we don't have that much time. You want to know why? Because as you're struggling to drive and keep yourself, you gotta worry: is someone gonna throw a shell? Am I gonna hit a
And
freaking
that-
banana peel?
Especially if you're first place, those blue shells are coming after you.
They're coming at you.
So thankfully, in the one that I did, they preset the items that you were gonna get. All my items were trash. Like I didn't get a star. I didn't get usually bullets are for like the people that are in last place. The people in last place, most trash people get the best things, obviously.
do.
But so I never got anything good, but no one had a blue shell to hit me. So thank the Lord.
Yeah, well, getting hit with the green shell right at the end is the worst.
Yeah,
But
I got his ass good.
whatever. Anyways, with that, we'll wrap it up. Thank you so much for listening. Please subscribe to our YouTube. And
Follow us on Instagram.
and TikTok, and listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Okay, bye.
Bye.